Dirty folks, dirty folks, dirty folks. No soap, no soap. Dirty.
Like her and I like being with her, but it's not like you wouldn't understand.
Actually, I do. When I was younger, women used to throw themselves at my feet all the time.
What'd you do?
I stepped over them.
I do like her and I like being with her, but it's not like you wouldn't understand.
Actually, I do. When I was younger, women used to throw themselves at my feet all the time.
What'd you do?
I stepped over them.
What the hell, man? Shout out to Excel Pro, man. Welcome to the welcome to the comedy report. I am Dirty Folks, man. Appreciate you, man. Excel. Shout out to you. Um, two things happened today. Two things happened today, and the second thing inspired me to make a quick informational rant about the first thing. So the second thing that happened was I was on the Bernard Riley show. No, shout out to Bernard. Shout out to Bernard. And they're having this whole discussion about how everything in the that minorities just don't want power. They just don't want power. The only thing they want is for their toddlers to be quiet, right? And that sparked something real quick. So love comes with the grind. Girls come with the grind, man. When you're on your purpose, everything happens. The first thing that happened today was I got a call about, I don't know, about 4:30 in the morning, from Japan. And they were we were discussing how we could tribe overseas. I don't I don't think you guys realize how little faith I have in black men in America, right? Especially black men who love black women. So we were having a discussion about tribing overseas, and they were trying to get residency. Japan doesn't allow you to have dual citizenship. And I said, man, you know what? We ain't regular colors, bro. We tribe, nigga. We tribe. We get shit done around here, camp. So I told him, I said, man, look, we're gonna slide through on the religious exemption because tribe has our own religion, right? I want to show y'all something real quick before I get to the religious exemption. Because it's one of these. Nope, 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 nope. I lost it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'll pull it back up though. It's not a thing. It ain't no big thing to pull a foul up. Da-na-na-na-na-da-da-da-da. What happened to the foul I just had? I want to show y'all something. This not Secretary Sunday. I mean, this isn't Sermon Sunday, but we spoken about it during Sermon Sunday. So yeah, like and sub as y'all come in, like and sub. If it's in your heart, pay your daycare fees, man. Um, Danda is the god of love. So Danda and Thando work because they are a unisex creature. And I'm gonna show you something I saw on the internet. And I stole it, but it's not right. Um oh now I find it. Bitch. Anyway, so firstborn was their daughter Dando, who was both albino and not, with flecks of many shades and pigments, and was the god of love. Both male and female in character, if not in physique, she was the god of physical and emotional bonds, and from her spawned the moralities. This being a very poignant part of the religious experience for us, and I'm not. This is not even a religious thing. I'm not even going into it with you guys about that. I'm just saying, this being that we have our own tribal religion. I found this image earlier today, and I thought it was kind of slick. This is not the representation of what Thunder should be, but it's the closest I could find on the internet, right? Um, it's not even that. I just happened to see it earlier today, and I was like, "Yo, both albino and not spotted." But according to the doctrine and the descriptors that's given from the oral tradition, she wouldn't look that light skinned. She looked probably more like this. But let's be fair, man. When you start looking for dark skinned, spotted women, yo, they kind of unattractive though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't trying to be that dude, man. But the goddess of love was deemed to be gorgeous, and this they don't have any gorgeous dark skinned spotted women. So I just roll with this. She ain't even the hottest chick, but she hotter than the spotted chicks that they have on the internet. Um, so I told him I said, well, look, we had the ability to get in Japan based on a religious exemption, and then you just have to live in the church or something. You know what I'm saying? Um, because our goal is to get help from men, right? Men take care of men, but since minorities are based on women, gays, and felons, um, you don't get the support that you should get unless that man is married to a white woman. You know what I'm saying? And if he is, shout out to him, right? Because only black men married to white women actually look out for black men. But then those are the very people that you try to reject because he didn't marry a toddler, right? Knowing that if he married a toddler, he wouldn't accomplish anything. I mean, he'd probably get money, being a minstrel or a hardworking person, but he wouldn't have an impact outside of entertainment or just taking care of his own home. Nobody married to a black girl really makes ripples in the water, right? So, because it's a lot of effort, it takes a lot of energy to be with black women, way more than it should be. I saw I saw this I saw this commercial too, and I thought it was kind of funny because it was based on the scene and I heard, right? Um, I thought this is hilarious to me though, but
Do you like chocolate bars?
I thought it was dope, man. It's hilarious. It reminded me of my grandfather. My grandfather stayed with a woman for until the day she died, and she was deaf. And he told me the secret to finding love is finding a girl that can't talk. My grandfather was ahead of the game. Um, and that's a literal interpretation, but the another interpretation is that your toddler is supposed to be seen and not heard, right? There's a lot of rants going on about quote unquote being black, but no man should be black. So you're in these places where women are in control of households, cities, communities, and everything is going to pot. When you tribe, you keep your toddler silent. I don't want to Stepford Wives would be an example. The Handmaiden Tale would be an example. The Amish would be an example of when men take care of the women but don't let her talk. Your community, society, and culture stays intact. So shout out to them, right? So while I was on Bernard Riley's show earlier, man, um, a lot was being said about everything that motivates men should be revolved around women or is revolved around women, which I really don't think is true. Um, I think that black social media in general is low hanging fruit. Um, Nobody has intellectual conversations. We're on the precipice of World War III. Eggs are $8. Inflation's through the roof, and everybody only cares about why they can't get a toddler to submit. And I think that's the dumbest discussion, really, because submission is done by force, not by asking. Right? That's literally what submission means. To make someone submit is to hit them with such a force that they got to say "Mama Mia." So just listening to black men asking black women to submit sounds kind of cowardly to me. Choke that bitch in alpha, man. Choke that bitch in alpha. And as I did this on Rumble, I didn't do it on this, but as I did this on Rumble, I proved that only 5% of homes have a male influence. And out that five, or probably only two of them have a strong male influence. So you're looking at 2 out of 100 homes, or 1 out of 50 homes, which is one home on every block that has a man in there. So you don't have anything close to a patriarch. 54% of black men don't even have kids. You know what I'm saying? Another 20% have, well, then it's 30 that's married. Then you have another 20% that has kid, but a lot of them only have one child or have kids by one woman, and they pay child support and they being alienated, whatever. Or maybe they get to see their kids. Most of the damage that happens in communities is because there are one man for every 16 black women who have children. One man for every 16 black women. There's no way in the world that you can supplement them in those other 15 homes, right? Now, if y'all was strong in y'all tolerology, that means that one man could have 15 women. You wouldn't want 15 women, but if for every woman to have a man in her home, you'd have to have 15 women in your home. Trust me, you don't want some of these gorilla looking bitches. Speaking of gorillas, 33% of kids are how can I say this? Women put 33% of the kids that women put on a man aren't that man's kids. So when you think about the 33% that's not his kids, plus the 54% of men who don't even have kids, you are already at almost 90% right there. So it's not hard to figure that men don't have an emotional attachment to homes, which means they can't have a visceral attachment to communities, which means you can't have a culture if men aren't in the community, because men build culture, because only men are awesome, right? Men are awesome. Men build culture. When women build a culture, you have what you have. You have destitution, carjacking, a lot of situations which boys are turning to gangs for protection because there's no father to protect them. You have a lot of situations where everything that could possibly go wrong in life will happen when women are in control, because women should never be in charge of anything, not even their thoughts. So I saw this, man, and it kind of eloquates that point, man, that this happens a lot. There was a overlining message of this. I'm not gonna share the overlining message. I just thought this was hilarious, because it's true. Because I talk about a lot about how these girls say they can't submit to black men because granddad had a family around the corner, but they always forget that grandma had 5 kids and one of them was high yellow and the other one was dark as shit. You know what I'm saying? They they always talk about how granddad cheated, but they never say grandma was cheating and bringing the baby home, and then granddad had to put that last name on another man's child. They always talk about how men cheat, but then in the same sense they say, but women are the best cheaters. How would you know if you didn't cheat too? Just do the math. So I saw this and I thought it was hilarious, man.
Sabotage on y'all hand, y'all can hold my baby. But here he go right here. Ain't he cute? Oh, what his name is, girl? He looks just like you. He got Marcus toes. It is so cute. That baby is ugly as hell. Why is white like that? Javante. Why? She black. Marcus black as hell. Why baby white? He not white, TT baby. He just light skinned. Y'all know my great grandpa was mixed with some Indian. We had Indian all up in our family. This little white baby got lights too. What? That baby ain't white. It's your little cousin. Oh, you come Marcus. TT, you sure it's your baby? Because it sure don't look like your Uncle Marcus. It's still cute though. It just smell like a wet dog. Oh, Uncle Marcus, that's your little twin right there. Oh. Marcus, this your son, Marcus Jr.
Huh? Keisha, you really playing in my face right now.
Marcus, don't say that. He probably got albinism or something. No. Hell no. That ain't my baby. Are you serious, Marcus? This baby look just like you. Like who? You better take that damn baby back to the hospital. Quit playing with me. Really? So you gonna walk off? Marcus, come back. Little girl, quit playing with me. Cause you really playing with your life right now. And I ain't finna sit up here and play with you. This is your baby now. Put you on child support.
And that's kind of how it go down in the DM, yo. That's kind of how it go down in the DM. So you're living. There's a lot of men out here, especially minority men, who are about to set up to a point that white people don't even want to deal with you. Um, because they think that white people are the enemy. When you sleeping with your enemy, my G, you sleeping with your goddamn enemy. And America is your friend. It really is, man. America's your friend. America will allow you to try. If you want permission to do something, you're permitted to do that. The gays can try. They can come through with their own flag, put their own curriculum in your schools. They can do what they want to do. They can try. Women can come through, invade your space, cancel you because how they feel about something. You don't have to actually even do anything for them to cancel you. You could be on the right side of history and they'll cancel you because it goes against their default programming of destruction. Because a toddler without adult supervision can only breed chaos. But America will let you try. America will let you hold this flag, praise your own religion, learn your own language, and do everything it takes in order to be your own autonomous culture. They're bred on that. There will be no reparations. There will be no reparations. Your reparations committees all around the nation, from Evanston, Illinois to San Francisco, California to Hershey, Pennsylvania, are run by black women. And black women don't know who the fuck they baby daddies is. So instead of saying, man, you have to be a descendant of America, I'm not gonna say it was slaves. That's just cap. A descendant of America. Because only 1 out of 6 tawny people in America were slaves. The assumption that everybody that was here prior to the Civil War was slaves is a slap in the face to everybody who lived in Boston, New York, Cleveland, Wisconsin, Minnesota, the the Missouri territory before it was even a state. It's a slap in the face of all those people who were free men. They just want you to be slaves. They have to see you as a slave to make you less than, to make your history start at slavery, because matriarchy is slavery and these bitches just want to control you. Choke that bitch in L5. So, since America will allow you to tribe and other tribes will support your tribe, you have to understand that too, right? Because people are only white in juxtaposition to black. When people are around their own, they are what they are. They're German, you know, Italian, French, British, Portuguese, whatever the case may be. They're only white in juxtaposition to black because black is not a thing. It's a ownership of America. America created that title because men wouldn't create their own name, but they'll allow you to change the title. You've already done it in your lifetime, right? Negro to black, black to African American. Change your titles all the time. You have an opportunity to change your own name if you have your own constitution and your own culture to abide by. And that's where we at. So the whole Japan thing is people want American commerce, but they don't like American culture. I can't fault them for that, right? I can't fault them for that. People want to benefit from the commerce of America all around the world. And they want to benefit from the ingenuity of the have nots all around the world. And they want a source to come to get that, right? And what we're offering Japan is the opportunity for us to expand across the globe and participate in our tribal religion and do our tribal rituals, our tribal culture without offending them and creating win-win situations in other nations so that we have allies, all the way up to the UN, you know what I'm saying? All the way up to the UN. For what it's worth, man, they let anybody join the UN, bro. Like any motherfucker might be in the UN. But the UN is a great place to network when you're trying to do international commerce. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, that's hilarious. Strategist said, man, almost all modern female rappers had the same New York man from the 1990s energy. Yo, yeah, the Brett got 1996 Allen Iverson energy. That's true. Um, so man, my quick vent was that. My quick vent was that the more I listened to these quote unquote red pill panels, the more I realized that what I've always known since I was a kid is that black men wrap their manhood in association to a woman. I think that's foul as fuck, man. I said it in 2008 when Obama got elected. I said, man, I was listening to the amount of black women that only, first of all, y'all got to understand that black women did not vote for Barack Obama. In the primary election of 2008, black women voted for Hillary Clinton at 92%, man. 92% of black women voted for Hillary Clinton because black women want to be women more than they want to be black. They figured a feminist in the White House, they would get their way because she would oppress men. White women saved us. White women saved America. Black women didn't vote for Obama until it was Barack Obama versus John McCain. And even then, John McCain could have won if they didn't set him up with Sarah Palin, right? And when black women voted for Barack Obama, they didn't know any policy. All they heard was hashtags, hope, change. What they voted for was, and this is all I heard black women say,
Well, he married to a black woman, his wife black, so I'ma vote for him.
no policy, no agenda, no initiative, no shit. It's just the fact that he had a black wife was all they needed because they associate your manhood with a woman. That's how matriarchy works. And men associate their manhood with a woman. To be black in America is to think that you're not a man if you can't defend your woman, because America has proven to you. This is a story America tells. The story America tells is, if a black man does something to a white woman, they'll burn down your city. And they kind of do. So black people are groomed to believe that protecting your woman is what makes a man, but it does not, nigga. It does not. What America doesn't tell you is, except for those extenuating circumstances like a Tulsa, Oklahoma, that was just bananas. Most of those cases were white pookies. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the version of white pookie is, that's who it was. It was the trailer park white people attacking over a chick, because low hanging fruit people only think about pussy. But most men aren't low hanging thinkers. That's why white America tried to correct the wrongs that their trailer park people did. This is how you get the Civil War. This is how you get civil rights. This is how you get Reconstruction funded by Northern senators. This is how you get those things, because white people like, yo, these trailer park, you know what I'm saying, crack, they just doing some shit, and we're not a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we see you as a man. The problem is black men never saw themselves as men. And that's why every chance they got, every time America said you can stand up and be a man, they put a woman in front of them. They gave black men the right to vote because of the inalienable right of a American man to vote. What did black men do? Give white women the right to vote. They gave black men the opportunity to feed his family. Feed his family. That's what affirmative action was. Black men were the last hired, first fired, couldn't join unions. They gave black men the right to feed his family. What did they do? Get Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and them to fight for women's ability to take their affirmative action away from them. You keep thinking that white people are your enemies, but it's really these black men who put bitches over manhood, nigga. That's who the fuck is your ops. Cuckold niggas and the bitches who love them are your ops. Remove the woman and the woman loving nigga, and you will have your emancipation, gentlemen. It is a culture thing. It is not a color thing. It is a culture thing. Black woman bad, Tony man good. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that, man. I want to say y'all something else. Nah, that's all I want to say y'all. So, man, I appreciate y'all stopping through to hear my little rant. Man, as always, bro, love each other as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribal and study your tolerology, man. Tolerology is the key to freedom. Y'all can't even get the tribal courses until y'all finish the first two courses of tolerology. Because I refuse for everything to go downhill because a dude was like, "Oh, but my woman," and they will destroy you from the inside over a bitch. It's happened too many times. That is the history of Black America. Is Black America being taken down by a man over a bitch? Don't do it. Tribe up. Toddler. Secretary. The only difference is training. Learn how to be the boss of your relationship. Enroll today. And be sure to subscribe to Toddler Tales on YouTube for your daily dose of dating don'ts.
Dirty folks.